Breaking news to bring you.
Lamine Yamal is
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal who? Lamine Yamal que le pega!
Lamine Yamal. Heard of him? You probably have. He's been on the front cover when it comes to FC Barcelona for months now, starting nearly every single game for the club at the age of 16 years old. There's been a lot of claims of how his future will be, but one of them really stands out for me, and it's this. Lamine Yamal is the next Lionel Messi. Now, claiming the source, this quote has been used by delusional FC Barcelona fans, including myself. It got me thinking, is he really? But to answer that question, we have to go all the way back to 2015. Yamal was thriving in La Masia ever since a young age of 8 years old, scoring 56 goals in 30 matches, a clear first professional contract at the club in October 2023. He continued to train with the Barca senior team, which he had been doing for some time now, but it wasn't until the next La Liga game in which he scored his first ever goal for Barca against Granada. This goal in itself put Lamine under some spotlight as he went on to become the youngest player to score a goal in La Liga. After this brilliant goal, his run of form continued and he was now considered the team's key player. At the start of the season, Xavi decided to play him every game in the league. This season with him already playing 25 out of the 25 games in La Liga this season, either starting or coming off the bench, which I think can lead to hurting him in the long run, as we need to remember that he is only 16 years old and can be led up to the same fate as Pedri and Ansu Fati, who have been suffering countless injuries, missing more than half of the seasons, which even led to Ansu Fati being shipped to Brighton on loan. But I don't know, if a 16-year-old is producing better outputs than experienced wingers in the team, then we can't really blame the manager, as Yamal has been toying with the fullbacks on the right side, and not only for Barcelona, but winning the top scorer award alongside Marc Giu in the Euro Under-17 for Spain. These performances from him led him to being compared to La Masia legends like Messi, Iniesta, Pedro, who were all playing beyond their age in La Masia and producing incredible numbers. On the 24th of January 2024, Yamal was on the team sheet against Athletic Club in the Copa del Rey quarter-final, making it his first ever chance to prove his mettle in a must-win game. He had to make a good first impression, and it's safe to say he did that pretty well. Barca were leveled 1-1 and in the 32nd minute, a miracle happened. Lamine received the ball, beating his fullback on the turn, going past two players and scoring what one would call a Messi-esque goal. Burying the ball in the bottom left corner, a great boost to his career, and the only way was up. Despite Barcelona losing and him missing two chances in the extra time, he already overperformed for his age, scoring one goal and creating key chances. Due to his missed chances, Yamal was demotivated after the game, but Xavi praised his performance and he got the confidence to start in even more games. But this game overall improved his image in the football world, and over his next games, he managed to grab one assist against Real Betis and two goals, including the late equalizer against Granada. For the entirety of this season, Xavi used him as a presence on the right flank to bring on lots of creativity, and that is one of the many talents Yamal has. You can see throughout the season, when he came on the pitch, he could easily dribble past tired fullbacks, completely changing the team. This has been working well, as he already has a season with an impressive 5 goals and 7 assists in all competitions. The foundations were now all laid out. He played regularly, he showed what he was worth, and he helped the team. All he needed to do was to gain more experience and playing time. Despite his recent form mid-season, he went months without scoring in La Liga, but this drought came to an end as he scored 2 goals against Granada, and one of them being the equalizer and what could only be described as a Messi-esque goal, snatching the ball away from the Granada player and curled the ball to the bottom right corner of the goal. He carried that run of form into the next game against Celta de Vigo, giving 2 assists leading to a win for FC Barcelona. So that's where we are today. So the question now stands, can Lamine be as good as Messi one day? The general view is, well, yes, the kid has lots of potential, and yes, let me explain. To figure this out, we obviously have to look at the elephant in the room. Well, actually, 2 elephants in the room. First one being, yes, I am delusional. The second is, the guy is 16 years old and this good throughout everything he does, and you can actually see this in his performance. The way he dribbles the ball, the way he can go past 3 players in a matter of seconds, the way he can cut inside, get into the box quickly and curl into the far side accurately. The style of play seriously reminds me of like a 2014-2015 Messi. The talent is there, the skill is there, but something was missing. I've managed to narrow it down to three different things. The first is to do with the actual team. You see, Messi played in a team that was the best in history. Players, I mean, they had Busquets, we have Romeo, they got Suarez, we got a washed up Lever. Personally, in my opinion, Yamal is overshadowed in this team, or what's the right word? Average players. But I'm not going to talk much about that, as that can turn this video from a short video into a 4-hour movie. The second point I want to go over is time you see when you think of Messi's prime. Time at Barca, you probably think of 2012, but here's the thing, in 2012, Messi was 24. Yamal is still only 16 years old. He has time to prove himself. If we compare him to Messi when he was 16, you can see both their skills are scarily similar. Give Yamal some time and I promise you, he will shock you. And the third and final thing is what I like to call Barcelona being broke. Let me ask you, after 2015, how many La Masia players actually succeeded at the club? Put your answers down below and I bet you wouldn't be able to name more than 5. And the issue is there isn't really a reason. Why I think the more realistic answer here is quite simply, Bartomeu has dented the club for over a decade now, leaving the club to crumble. In recent times, there has been La Masia talents that have been able to succeed at the clubs. Players like Gavi, Araujo, the list goes on. What are your thoughts? Do you think Lamine will be as good as Messi? And check out this video here where I show you the exact detail of how Lamine played against Granada. See you next time.